Chapter 21. A crowd gathered in the gray subterranean Colosseum. Masses of pale white men with black eyes in ragged gray tunics. Marcus sat beside the man in the white cloak on a raised marble platform fashioned with accentuated marble pillars and a multi-domed marble ceiling. He ate blind cave fish slowly, shoving them under his hood into the shadow. Marcus stared for too long. "Look away before I turn your hood into a knot with your head in it," he said slowly. The prisoners came out into the Colosseum. They were weak, downtrodden, and dirty, and shackled together, 55 in all. The ugly crowd hissed and booed. A man in a black cloak threw them a pile of rusty swords. "What are we supposed to do with this junk against a solid stone army?" one prisoner said. "It's up to you," the hood said. He undid the handcuffs. "It's been good knowing you. At least my job will get easier with all the empty jail cells, extra rations," the hood said. "Enjoy your cold soup, you demon," one of the prisoners said, spitting at the guard. He smashed the backtalker with an open hand, dropping him, exiting the arena. The prisoners picked up their weapons. "Just one. Let me kill one and I can die in peace," another prisoner said out loud. The crowd was already into it from the drama of the prisoner that got smacked down. Even the man in the white hood had a little low laugh. "Your legions are ready, aren't they, Marcus?" he said condescendingly. "Yes," Marcus replied. "Perfect in every way?" "Yes, Lord." "Invincible, immaculate machine?" he cried. "The salvation of the evil one," Marcus replied. The man in the white hood stood and came forward. "Let's find out," to Marcus he said. He raised his arms, revealing impossibly white flesh whose purple, oxygen-depleted blood and muscles were visible beneath the nasty plastic bag of skin. He motioned for the gates to open and the soldiers to enter. "Open the gates," he cracked. Two big men in cloaks boarded the door and ordered the army to enter, who stepped in unison again, but were drowned out by the gnashing and chanting of the masses in the stands. "This should be good," Marcus announced to himself. The soldiers marched into the Colosseum, carrying 2 stone swords each, thin and strong with dark power. The little prisoners prepared. A group of them ran screaming at the army. Skinny, strenuous, stressed muscle propelled them towards the stone men. Attacking with all their might, they struck the stone swords with the junk weapons they were given. One sword shattered right away in contact with the heavy enemy weapon. Soon a stone blade stabbed through the man, letting out his last battle cry. The others of the first group were soon sliced, stabbed, and crushed under the weight of the solid stone superhumans. The soldiers methodically dealt with the weak old prisoners. Some came in groups. Few risked to move about the outskirts, looking for some point of attack. "Why are we even doing this?" asked Marcus. Cleitos clapped giddily, also eating raw blind cave fish by the pound. 10 prisoners remained. One man working the perimeter, engaged with all his might in sword fight. He had 2 swords himself. "What's this, Marcus?" asked the white cloak. "A mangy mortal man competing with your pride and joy?" The stone soldier slashed the sword out of one of the man's hands. "Not for long," Marcus jabbed. The measly prisoner picked up a nearby section of the shackles and swung it forth round the soldier's stone sword, yanking, jarring loose the weapon, and scooping it from the ground. Marcus standing. The prisoner whips the shackles back and forth around the soldier's neck. "What kind of soup are they feeding this one?" Marcus screams. He wipes the soldier's feet right out from under him, now on the ground, foot on his chest, chains on his neck. The prisoner sets in, wailing on his neck with his own strong stone sword. Marcus furiously leaps from the platform, sailing towards the arena. 1, 2, 3, and the soldier's stone head cracks and breaks off at the neck. Marcus charges the last prisoner standing, crouching in embarrassed rage and fear. "You insolent," he rages, raising his board for a destroying blow. But right before he does, the prisoner gets out his last word with defiance. 1. Marcus slashes his body in half with his board and stands breathing heavily over him in the vast Colosseum. The crowd going crazy. All kinds of crazy. Don't know what to do. "Silence," the White Hood speaks. Marcus turns. The crowd falls still. "There is a chink in your armor, Marcus. A flaw in your system," he booms. "It was one man," Marcus shouts back. The White Hood sits down, fixing his cloaks on the armrest. "I should kill you and your army right now," he says, bested by a starving, sinewy prisoner. He picks his teeth and spits out cavefish scales. "But we don't have time. You better make whatever improvements you can immediately and pray to the wicked mother that they work. Tomorrow we strike."